Hello po! Welcome to KITCH MORE, and in today's video, we will have a walkthrough to a sample lesson plan which are crafted para sa Classroom Observation 1 or CO1 of school year 2022-2023. So, dito po focused po tayo sa 6 indicators na kailangan nating may apply sa ating lesson, which is yung COT indicators 1 to 6. Pero bago po ang lahat, I just want you to feel free to comment down kung meron kayong gustong i-clarify or maaaring correction or suggestion na mas ikaka-improve ng lesson plan na ito. I am sharing this to you so I can learn from you too. So ready na po ba tayo? Let's go! So in this first part po, you can see the title, Lesson Plan for Classroom Observation 1. We have here the teacher's name, teaching date, teaching time, grade and section, learning area, and of course, kung anong quarter ito. And for this school year, focus tayo sa third quarter for our CO1. So sa baba niyan, meron tayong content standard at performance standard galing sa ating curriculum guide na siyang roadmap natin sa paggawa ng ating mga activities at ng buong lesson plan. Now let us proceed sa ating learning objectives part. But before that, you might observe that this LP has 3 columns. In the first column, we have the parts, namely the learning objectives, subject matter, procedure, and evaluation. While sa gitna naman po or second column ay nakalagay ang mga nilalaman ng bawat parts ng LP. Tapos sa last column, dyan ko nilalagay yung annotations ko as to kung anong indicator ng COT ang ginamit ko sa part na yan ng LP ko. For me, this is very convenient kasi agad na makikita ng observer yung mga integration mo ng mga COT indicators sa iyong lesson plan. So, ito yung lesson objective part ng lesson plan for CO1 ko. I have here the learning competency with its code galing sa curriculum guide in English 10 for quarter 3. Now we have the subject matter part. Of course, andito yung topic natin which is about expanded definition of words. Huwag nating kalimutan yung learning resources natin, ang ating CG at LM, pati na rin yung ating TG. Meron din akong ginamit na online resources dito. Andito rin yung mga learning materials na gagamitin sa pag-deliver ng lessons like laptop, TV, PowerPoint slides, and word strips. Here is the procedure part. We have the preliminaries na lagi naman natin ginagawa. We have greetings, prayer, energizer, checking of attendance. Sa checking of attendance ko, hindi ko na po iniisa-isang tawagin yung mga learners. In my class, I have groupings in which the leaders are in charge of checking the attendance of their group. So during the checking of attendance, I just call the leader of that group to present the number of absent and identify each of them. So mas mamamaximize natin yung time natin. Now, in this part of the lesson plan, you can see on the third column my integration of COT indicator 4, which states that managed classroom structure to engage learners individually or in groups in meaningful exploration, discovery, and hands-on activities within a range of physical learning environments. So sa part pa lang na ito, pwede na nating ma-apply ang indicator na ito. I believe na sa pagset pa lang natin ng magandang classroom structure, like when we get inside the classroom, we instruct our learners to arrange their chairs properly, clean the top of their desk, pick up trashes on the floor, and prepare their things to be comfortable, ay isang malaking factor na to engage our learners all throughout the teaching-learning process. Here, I am applying the indicator 5, which states that managed learner behavior constructively by applying positive and nonviolent discipline to ensure learning-focused environments. In my class, I let the learners post these class rules on the board and let them read it together. Sa simula pa lang ng class session, sinisiguro ko na alam nila ang mga class rules namin para mag-guided sila kung ano ang mga dapat nilang i-observe. That is why it is good na maipost ito sa isang part ng classroom na makikita ng mga bata para sa tuwing meron silang gagawing activity, nare-remind sila to respect others, be responsible, work together, be honest, and to stay safe. Here is the review part of my previous lesson. Dito, ginawa kong mas engaging ang aking review activity by letting learners pick from the box the ideas that will complete the thought bubbles. As you can see, nilagay ko sa annotation yung COT indicator 4. This indicator says, managed classroom structure to engage learners individually or in groups in meaningful exploration, discovery, and hands-on activities within a range of physical learning environments. I make sure na hindi lang nakaupo ang mga bata kundi meron silang opportunity to participate and explore about the lesson by providing them with opportunities to learn in different ways. Now we have here the motivation part. Sa part na ito, nagkaroon ako ng malaking opportunity na makapag-integrate ng mga previous lessons ng mga bata from science, math, geography, and even English itself dahil sa topic ko on giving expanded definitions of words. Here, I was able to integrate within curriculum area as indicated in COT Indicator 1, which states that applied knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas. As you can see, nilagay ko yung mga piling codes at learning competency na pinagkuhaan ko ng aking integration, which is from their English 6th lesson on gathering relevant information from various sources like dictionary and encyclopedia. Ito ay para mapatunayan natin na hindi lang tayo basta nag-integrate, kundi dahil gusto nating maging aligned sa ating curriculum ang ating integration at magkaroon tayo ng clarity and focus to stay on track. Dito naman, ginamit ko pa rin ang COT Indicator 1, Applied Knowledge of Content Within and Across Curriculum Teaching Areas. Actually, maraming din ditong integration pero nagbigay lang ako ng isang focus on integration across curriculum area, which is their previous Science 3 lesson on describing the parts and functions of the sense organs of the human body. Again, naglagay ulit ako ng code at learning competency to make sure that it is aligned with the curriculum and to keep me on track. Now we have the activity part of my lesson plan. This lesson plan uses the 4A's format. Para sa akin, mas convenient itong gamitin because it provides clear and concise structure for organizing my lesson at madali lang makapag-focus sa bawat parts nito. So now let us go over this part of my lesson. As you can see, I am applying here the COT Indicator 5, Managed Learner Behavior constructively by applying positive and nonviolent discipline to ensure learning-focused environments. Here, my activity starts with a reminder of class rules posted on the board, which sets the tone for positive and nonviolent discipline in the classroom. Sa activity na ito, meron tayong teamwork and healthy competition, which encourages learners to work collaboratively and constructively towards a common goal. Another indicator that I applied is COT Indicator 6. Use differentiated developmentally appropriate learning experiences to address learners' gender, needs, strengths, interests, and experiences. As what you can observe sa activity na ito, hinati ko sa dalawang teams ang mga mag-aaral base sa kanilang gender. In this way, I can acknowledge and address the learners' gender differences and provide an opportunity for both boys and girls to participate and contribute. This activity also allows learners to work with their peers in a way that is differentiated and appropriate to their needs, strengths, interests, and experiences. I also applied the indicator 2. Use the range of teaching strategies that enhance learner achievement in literacy and numeracy skills. My activity involves the use of mathematical formula A plus B equals C to develop learners' numeracy skills, as well as a reading and comprehension component as learners read and interpret the definitions of A plus B equals C. Then I also applied COT Indicator 4, Managed Classroom Structure to engage learners individually or in groups in meaningful exploration, discovery, and hands-on activities within a range of physical learning environments. The activity is structured in a way that engages learners in meaningful exploration and discovery by requiring them to work together to form the correct definition of A plus B equals C. So, this activity also involves hands on activities as learners manipulate and arrange strips of paper to form the correct definition. At the end of each activity, I always see to it that the learners receive a positive feedback and praises kasi ito ang mag-encourage sa kanila na makapag-gain ng self-confidence at lalo pang pagbutihan ang kanilang nasimulan. This can also help reinforce their desired behavior kasi the more na binibigyan natin sila ng positive feedback, lalo pa nilang uulitin at gagalingan ang ganoong behavior in the future. Now, in the analysis part, I have here applied the COT Indicator 1, Applied Knowledge of Content Within and Across Curriculum Teaching Areas. The integration of Math 1 lesson asks the students to visualize and find the missing number in an addition or subtraction sentence using a variety of ways. This part here helps students develop their math skills and understand how numbers work together in different contexts. The integration of Math 9 lesson is visible in which the learners are asked to solve problems that involve triangle similarity and right triangles. This task requires students to apply their knowledge of geometry and trigonometry to real-world situations. This part of the lesson additionally applies the COT Indicator 3. Applied a range of teaching strategies to develop critical and creative thinking, as well as other higher order thinking skills. They are required to think literally, critically, and creatively by answering questions from the given tasks and by solving problems. We are now in the abstraction part of my lesson plan. Here I am applying again COT Indicator 1. I am focused here on the integration of the learner's previous knowledge about the formal and informal definition of words. In this part, I have provided learners with various examples of denotative definition. As part of my integration, I applied again COT Indicator 1, focusing on the application of knowledge across curriculum area. Here, their previous math lesson about different angles is being tapped. Also, another integration is from their previous Science 3 lesson, in which their knowledge about the parts and functions of the sense organs of the human body is again tapped. By being able to integrate different subject areas, I am helping my students to apply knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas, which can lead to a deeper and more comprehensive understanding of the topics that they are learning. Now, in this part of my lesson, I am applying COT Indicator 3 by asking the learners with open-ended questions that require critical and creative thinking skills. By asking the students to explain the difference between connotation and denotation, I am encouraging them to analyze and compare two concepts which require critical thinking. By asking them how understanding connotation and denotation can help them communicate more effectively, I am encouraging them to think creatively and apply their knowledge in a practical way. Furthermore, by asking them to think a time when they misunderstood someone else because of connotative meaning of word, I am helping them develop their higher order thinking skills. They will need to recall and analyze the situation, evaluate how the miscommunication could have been avoided, and generate potential solution. Finally, we are in the last part of my lesson plan, the evaluation. Here I am applying the COT Indicator 6. Use differentiated, developmentally appropriate learning experiences to address learners' gender, needs, strengths, interests, and experiences. I am able to provide differentiated learning experiences here that cater to the diverse needs, strengths, interests, and experiences of my students when defining a chosen word. Through this activity, I am able to recognize the unique needs of my individual learners by providing them with options and at the same time promoting higher level of thinking and understanding. So here is the scoring rubrics which I am going to use to rate my learners' answers. This is very important as it is very helpful in providing a clear and objective way of evaluating and grading our students' work. That covers up my sample lesson plan for CO1. Sana po ay nakatulong ito sa inyo. And if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, share it, and please subscribe. If you want to be notified for my new uploads, just hit the bell button. Thank you so much and God bless.